In today's video, the Curse series from the series The Rising of the Shield Hero. But hey, if you're new here, why not join the 4on4 community by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a video. And a quick warning that there will be major spoilers here, so just a heads up. Anyway, with that being said, let's roll intro and get straight into the video. So in episode 4 of the anime, we caught our first glimpse of the Curse series in the form of Naofumi's shield taking a flame when he was double fucked again by the douche squats in the capital after his duel against Motoyasu, which resulted in Raphtalia being taken away from poor Naofumi. Of course, in this episode, Naofumi was struggling with this inner rage, which triggered the Curse mode to have, become unlocked. Eventually, of course, Raphtalia managed to calm him down and stopped these events from progressing any further. And just to add, this won't be the last time that Raphtalia will come to Naofumi's aid regarding the newly unlocked Curse mode. Now, moving forward to episode 8, this amazing episode was a true unlocking of the Curse shield as Naofumi witnessed Philo being eaten by the zombie dragon, which turned his emotions to the exact boiling point needed to trigger the activation of the Curse mode. Now, Naofumi went into this blind rage fighting the dragon with the dark intention to kill, while he had flashbacks of all the betrayal he had already suffered in previous episodes. Naofumi's eyes were now a pure red, lines on his body became inflamed and visible as he muttered words of pure hatred to himself. The shield itself took a completely new form, the green jewel now red, the shield became bigger and had flames protruding from it that scorched anything it came into contact with. Once again, Raphtalia came to her master's aid and managed to snap him out of this cycle of hate, but at the price of suffering curse burns to herself that not even holy water was capable of healing. It was most certainly an intense episode that really shoved the show into a very interesting direction. But what is this Curse shield? What is the Curse series? Each of the 4 heroes and their weapons are possible of achieving this Curse mode that is called the Curse series. Now, to achieve this, I guess, upgrade in their weapons, each of the heroes have to reach and surpass an emotional limit that is said to be the destruction of one's heart in correlation to the curse within their legendary weapons. And what's really cool about this is that these curses are all based on the 7 deadly sins. And no, not the anime. The curses or sins are of course greed, gluttony, envy, lust, sloth, pride, and of course wrath. And while reading up on this, I also saw apparently there's an 8th shield that will become available when reaching all 7 deadly sins, which, it sounds really intriguing. Now, as we have seen, Naofumi definitely has the sin of wrath surrounding him and has been completely overwhelmed by it. Though, if the hero was to overcome the Curse series, a new upgrade will be unlocked, which is called the Blessed series. So, like I went over earlier, Naofumi reached this Curse series because of the actions of Multi and the others at the capital, which first awoke the Curse mode in the duel with Motoyasu. Naofumi will eventually begin to control this anger, however the levels of anger and hatred he experiences in this state is overwhelming to say the least. And while this power is extremely powerful, it does have its drawbacks. Naofumi's stats are all decreased by 30% except for defense, of course. The curse also drains him of his own blood while he is in use of it, and has and will face the possibility of it actually killing him. Another side effect of this curse state is that because of the overwhelming negative emotions, it does cause Naofumi to forget how to love. Later on down the line, he will lose his abilities and memories, which makes Naofumi flirt with every woman he comes across until he eventually regains all that he lost. My thought on this is, of course, of Raphtalia. I imagine this is going to have a very, very negative impact on her and her feelings for Naofumi. Now, Naofumi will eventually gain that 8th shield, the new 7 deadly sins. This one's, an interesting one. This gives him the ability to modify the members of his party. He does, some pretty strange things, but one that stood out to me is that he will actually create his own species known as the Raphs. He does this by cloning Raphtalia. And, to be honest, I don't really know how I feel about this one. Raccoon harem, I guess? Now, of course, as you can imagine, this power does send Naofumi a bit wappy, a megalomaniac if you will. He will begin to believe that he can take over the world, but even in this state he does remain true to his party members and will not do anything to harm them. He will of course eventually be labelled as a supervillain, and interestingly he will become obsessed with Raphtalia, hopefully in a good way. Good news is around the corner, as he will eventually overcome these curses and unlock his Blessed series, the Shield of Compassion. Next up is the sword hero Ren. His story will certainly be an interesting one to watch. He unlocks the curse series Greed and Gluttony. Just like with Naofumi, Multi is going to go full bitch mode towards Ren this time. Quick note, she'll, fuck every hero over at some point. In Ren's case, she does a similar thing to him that she did to Naofumi. He will have all of his equipment and personal belongings stolen. Not only that, he will have to face the deaths of all his party members, which then unlocks these curses. So the Greed curse is going to make him attack people dangerously and violently, all for the sole purpose of stealing their equipment. The Gluttony curse, is pretty much has the same effect on him. This turns Ren into a murderous maniac that begins to kill people just to gain more XP and power. To make matters worse, the drawback to his curse is that he can't earn XP or hold money once the curse is activated, so you can get an idea of how twisted this is going to turn his character. Now, as certain events will unfold over time, he unlocks the Sword of Anger, which is a wrath-based curse similar to Naofumi's. However, at this point, Naofumi has unlocked his Blessed series Shield of Compassion that will, save Ren from the path he is headed. Then we have Itsuki, the legendary bow hero. He will have his bow tampered with by, guess who? Yeah, Multi and her faction, which then makes him unlock the Curse series Pride. This one is actually said to be the most dangerous of all the curses. This curse series allows Itsuki to brainwash others into joining him. This power turns Itsuki into a much more egotistical and arrogant character than he was already, right? But why is this the most dangerous of all the curse series, you may ask? Once Itsuki becomes consumed by this curse, he actually has the ability to create and form a full-blown rebellion against the world he had been summoned to. Now, the drawbacks of this curse series are similar to Naofumi losing the ability to love. Because of the huge ego and arrogance to follow, he becomes a person that has no interest, no enthusiasm or concern for anything he's not interested in. He even loses all senses he once had for pride and justice, making him refuse any orders he is given. And finally we have Motoyasu, the legendary spear hero. After being betrayed by all of his teammates, who are all women obviously, he unlocks the curse series Lust and Envy. Out of the 4 heroes, Motoyasu is the only one not to suffer any real problems with his curse series. This is because he actually never uses the ultimate techniques of these curses, unlike Naofumi, Ren and Itsuki have. The only real drawback we see is that he now sees women as pigs and doesn't really understand them at all. And funnily enough though, the one person to comfort Motoyasu in this period is Philo. And because of this, all of Motoyasu's lust is driven straightly towards her. As for the envy side of things, that is of course all aimed at Naofumi, simply due to the fact that he hates how close he is to Philo. But thanks for watching. That was my video, the Curse series from the series The Rising of the Shield Hero. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like to see more characters from the series or other topics, let me know in the comments. Like I said there, I want to make some videos going through each curse individually, as well as looking into the Blessed series, so look forward to those. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, as it really does help these videos reach a wider audience, and subscribe for more anime content. Till next time, my fellow weebs, peace!